we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. The Sooners will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it.
Taking a shot on the first play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Let's talk about Alabama. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? It comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Give to the back. Runs for the tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Sooners offense will have its first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This time he's got his man, and he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right, and they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw it. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback, you you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Did every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. Wide open. He makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. He completes the pass, but short of the sticks. Results the same. Here comes the punt team. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. You think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
From the gun, running back on the move. Inside the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting...
Oh, he's got some space. Man, you got to get Hatch around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the back. On fourth down, going to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They want to throw it. Puts it out of the air. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Makes the quick grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Off the play fake. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Here comes the heat.
defense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hoped that party once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Going right to work up top. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the cross pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sooners will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Alabama in business to start this drive with a 1st and goal. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Swings it out to his running back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snagged in the middle, it's Moffitt. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got his man. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. It's complete to the left. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Uncorks one to the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Traore. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the change. It's 1st down at the 27. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. Got his man. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this 1st drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the 1st half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted.
Music no. Music no.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the handoff. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
It's complete to the right. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He lost one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down play from the gun. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker is Tamatova. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put...
Touchdown, Alabama! Fit it in the window for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play the wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him this time. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Here we go, here we go.
Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But
intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
and some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now improvising. Throwing on the run. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the tailback. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Good execution. The sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 33, it's 1st and 10.
Lasso.
To the ground, he's got it again. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the right. Touchdown time! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal, over Nebraska. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give his defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had zero impact in this game.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Right back to him on the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner is stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed, and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, back to the ground with the running back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Green 25.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating.